Hey, it's Learn and Solve here. Subscribe to my channel if you want to become a pro at Excel. I've articulated this series for all the beginners or all the people who want to understand Microsoft Excel better. My past video shows how you can download Excel or have access to Excel. Please do watch if you need access to Excel or download Excel. Now, let's move on to today's topic. In this video, I will speak to you about the most basic terminologies that we use in Excel. And also, I will start from the top left and explain all of the icons and symbols as we go down. At first, I'll start with the green bar here. It is called the Quick Access Toolbar. The toolbar has few of the common options that are needed on a regular basis as we use Excel. These two arrow signs represent undo, the left one, redo, the right one. So if you make a mistake and you want to undo it, you can click on the left arrow. But if you want the text to appear back again, you can click on the redo button on the right. Next to the arrow, there is a drop-down list. If you click on it, it will give you a list of all the things you have done. If you want to go to any point in that list, you just have to click on that time and Excel will take you back to that point. This is the Save button. At any point of time, you can click on it to save your work. If you're working with large database, it's very useful to often save as you go. Autosave. So here you can choose to either turn it on or turn it off. I've always found it useful to have autosave turned on, especially if you have a crappy laptop that works really good but sometimes shuts off suddenly. It's useful to have autosave on. Notice that there is a down arrow to the right. This drop-down list contains all of many options that you can have quick access to. So if you want, you can add new to your quick access bar. You can add print if you want. You can add sort ascending, or if you want, you can also undo them and it won't be here. The mid section of the bar will say Book 1, Excel. If you open Excel for the first time, this is what it says. It says book because an entire Excel file is actually called a workbook. A lot of time people overlap it with worksheet, but the mid section of your workbook is called the sheet. As you can see at the bottom area, you can see sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. By clicking the plus sign here, you can also add additional worksheets. When you decide to save a workbook, you can give the workbook a name of your choice. Now we'll be moving to tabs. So where you see the buttons File, Home, Insert, Draw. These are called the tabs. And when you click on the tabs, you'll see a lot of options. For example, under the Home disk, Cut, Copy, and this whole line here is called the ribbon. On each ribbons, you will find groups of buttons. Beneath the ribbon is what we call the work area. This is where you can type your numbers, letters, or formulas. The worksheets are made up of rows and columns. The letter you see above, A, B, C, D, these represent your column. They go up and down. Moving on to the rows, they go across, with a number over the left. Moving on to cells. The intersection between the row and the column is what we call a cell. When you click on a cell and it is green in color, that means it is an active cell. And that's how you know which one you are going to be typing on. Did you know that each cell has their own address? The address of the cell entails the column you're clicked in and the row you're clicked in. For example, this one here would be D5. And you will need this address when you're writing a formula on Excel. The name of the cell is also reflected on the name box when you click in it. See this icon on the bottom right corner of your active cell? This is what we call the fill handle. The fill handle allows you to select the initial value that needs to be posted or referenced, dragging it down or across the Excel sheet by holding the right mouse button and releasing the button at the end of our data. We have spoken about how the name bar shows you the address of the active cell or the cell you have clicked on. Using the name bar, you can also select the group of cells that are called ranges and give them names. The X will cancel your entry and the tick mark will accept your entry, and the FX stands for formula. We will explore the role of the name bar more in our upcoming videos. On the right side of the screen, you'll notice a handbar which you can slide up and down, and also one in the bottom of your Excel which will allow you to go side by side over time. Also at the bottom you have these icons which will allow you to see different layout of your page. You also have the zoom button where you can enlarge your worksheet or minimize your worksheet time to time when you need it. So this was a quick overview of the Excel spreadsheet window. I hope you have found this useful. Make sure you have subscribed to Learn and Solve to be notified about the upcoming videos of the series Excel for Beginners.